Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes, left side. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. We're scoreless after 1. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. To Marvin Leal in there to drop him. And that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off play action, Pickett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Back to throw, Pickett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the 29, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now on 2nd and 13, Pickett. He's got a man, complete, 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Charles, as he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Pickett sets up play action.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the left hash, this from 39. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Jackson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
To throw is Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 7, Pickett going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's got him in, complete. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Gets this out wide to Pickett. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the give. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 40 yards. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. the 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Jackson now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And he's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson.
And this one too low.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Throwing now is Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Pickett to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Baltimore, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.